Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Clearly Stated. I've been speaking to my guides, my guardians, asking them to guide me in the messages that I'm presenting to you. And, I told you guys that this is a channel of transformation and growth because I'm transforming with you. If you're transforming, I know I am. I'm hoping that you are too. If you follow me long enough, I'm hoping that you will tune into my message of self-reflection, self-worth, abundance, life experience, trauma, pain, ancestral toxic DNA damage. The earth is in transition. We are growing at a tremendous pace. There are some powers that be that are there to irritate your spirit. That's okay. Because once you spend enough time in self-reflection and self-learning and self-understanding, it's the more that these irritable circumstances, situations, people, events, experiences, whatever you want to call it, that's happening to you right now. I know. Self-reflect. Go inward. Breathe. Calm down. And self-reflect. And all your answers, all of them, are inward. I'd spent a lot of time hearing that for years and years and years. Many people had said, your answers are inward. Until you truly understand what that means, that's when the change begins. But you have to understand the concept of that. And what that means is that you literally have to pull yourself out of your matrix right now. Or, okay, do a little bit of time out then. And sit with yourself. Ask yourself the difficult questions. Why do I always do that? Why am I such a dick? Why do I always have to play a Karen? And don't bombard yourself with 100 different questions. Start with one. Why do you do what you do? Why do you react the way you react? Why do you speak the words you speak in an unexpected situation? Why do you mistreat people? Or why do you run and take cover? Ask yourself the right questions with your self-reflection. And if you're not getting the answers that you're looking for, it's because you're not asking the right question. You got to dig deeper. Maybe it's not, what am I supposed to do? Maybe you need to ask, why am I doing it? So in self-reflection, every single one of us, as our circumstances are different, we all have our own life story that we are journeying through. So self-reflection is critical to get to the answers, to understand why you're here, what your purpose is, what is your journey. Not the journey that your parents told you to be on, or the journey that society has got you programmed in. Self-reflection of your own personal, desired journey. Those are the questions you need to ask to get to the right answers, to understand where your life is and what you need to do to better it. I'm dealing with ancestral trauma. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'd like to hear a little bit on your stories and your journeys, and can see the commonalities. See that we are all in this together, yet we're all individualized. Isn't that wonderful though? When you think about it, right? We're in this together, but we're all individualized. We all have our own storyline that we created and we can change. Accept those lower frequency emotions. You can't suppress them or push them down or pretend they're not there or act like they're not there. Because the more you do that, the more suppression it goes into your body, and the more your physical earthly body reacts. If you're ill a lot, if you're constantly ill, or you're constantly, have headaches or have these recurring illnesses that are continual and constant, there's a reason for that. Your body's speaking to you. You have to do some self-reflection to understand where that pain is coming from and why it's there. And a lot of the times, I suffered with fibromyalgia for years and years and years, for like daily, in my 30s and 40s. I did. Suffered terribly. I don't anymore. Why? I have my moments, but I'll explain those. I don't have fibromyalgia anymore. Why? Because my life experience is changed. I am no longer in survival mode. I am no longer hating the world that I'm living in, yet not even aware that I'm hating it. I am no longer struggling, battling life. I ain't no doctor, and I don't pretend to be on any level, but I will tell you on a personal experience. Now that I've learned to self-reflect and turn the camera inward, very rarely will I have a fibro attack. And usually what would be attacked for me during my bad fibro, my shoulder blades. And I'm kind of curious about that now that I'm talking about it. I'm kind of curious to know exactly why it was particularly my shoulder blades. I'm sure it has to do with some sort of generational trauma or confusion or something of the sort. But anyhow, point is that I no longer have that, because my body has slowly but surely been healing itself through the years of my experience, knowledge, all the stuff that my life experience. Anyhow, I'll continue this in another video. I'm 10 minutes in. I don't like to go over 10. So until next time, clearly stated, this is Vibrating Minds. Please like, comment, share, discuss. Very much appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. And I am trying to build the channel. So thanks. Bye.